Hello, welcome back to This Board Game Life. My name is Mark, and I'm here for Mailbag on July 23rd, 2025. Got a bunch of games in today. Or did I? I did. There's a bunch of games in here. And if you're a big time gamer, you could probably figure out how could this little thing hold a bunch of games. Well, before we show you, I ask that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you never miss new content. Again, subscribing's free, so please help us hit 500. We are moving up very slowly. We need your help. So, yes, please help us out. All right, so I don't think I'm going to go to the table cam. The beautiful people that make software decided to break everything with an update. So I am I can't zoom my desktop camera in, and this is not a large game, so might make it a pain. But I think we can get by with it. I'll show you here on this camera. Let me sort some things. Oh, that's an advertisement. Okay. All right. So, well, I guess I could do one real quick. Camera shot. I'm going to show you. I've got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 6 games with some expansions. How could that be? Boom! Button Shy games, wallet games. So I got Food Chain Island from Scott Almes, Unsurmountable plus the expansion from Scott. I think all of these are Scott Almes. Every one of them is. The Last Lighthouse, Fishing Lessons with some expansions. The Ugly Griffin Inn with expansions, and Hyperstar Run with an equipment and some final boss additions. All right, so let's go back here. I'm just gonna kind of show them to you this way, kind of like this, because the camera, I can't move it. I was messing around for probably a good hour prior to recording this, and I just uninstall, reinstall. I might have to backtrack versions of the software, but because they have no support on their site either. So I'm not going to throw them under the bus, even though I want to. Not in a good mood. But this helps. A whole bunch of Button Shy games showed up today. So Food Chain Island is this first one I'm going to kind of take a look at here. And when you open it, I guess I already messed up. I don't like working this way. This makes it complicated. So there's like 18 cards in this game. And we've got like a plant. And we have an ant. I have no idea how to play this. We have a spider. Ooh, that's a creepy looking spider. Look at that guy with all the eyeballs. All right. We have a mouse. Let's see. I'm getting too many shadows. There we go. Lizard. Bloop. A rat. And I'm already realizing another rat. That's a bat. I'm sorry. I'm already realizing, too, that... See, I'm all frustrated. This is supposed to be a mailbag, not an unboxing, and I'm unboxing it. I'm unboxing this. Snake and a raccoon. So just... Those are some of the cards. Those are numbers 0 to 8. So there should be, another 10 cards in here? 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9... Another 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So these Button Shy games are all like 18 card games. So there's a fox, a lynx. I'll just kind of show you the artwork. Wolf. Whoop. On this game particular. Tiger, since I already started. The gator eats 12 11s and 10s. The lion eats 13, 12, and 11. I'm thinking that the higher the card next turn, the polar bear next turn, the polar bear cannot eat. And then we have a shark, and we have the whale. So those are the 18 cards that come in to these. So if you're not familiar with Button Shy, if you're watching this channel, likely you likely you are. But then again, I'm a newbie, only like 2 years in, and I'm just brand new to Button Shy games. I got some recently that I did some unboxings on, and I really like Scott Alm, and I saw he had a bunch of these out there that are all single player games, and I'm like, I'm going to try these. So these take, there's 16 animal cards, 2 sea animals, and these only take like probably like 10 minutes to play. So one player, it says 20 minutes for Food Chain Island. So, but yeah, it's what I like about this is you can, take this with you. So I'm getting ready to go to Gen Con next week. In fact, less than a week. But I'm going to Gen Con, go see my buddy Rob and Franco, and got several hours on a plane. So I'm thinking I might just take some of these. So that's Food Chain Island. I don't think that. Let me see if this thing tells you what you're supposed to do. So, okay. So in Food Chain Island, on this forgotten island in a tiny corner of the ocean, the animals are hungry. Your goal is to influence the wildlife and arrange their meals so there's only one animal left. So that is the goal of that game. All right. All right. So then the next one I've got is Hyperstar Run. And I'm not going to go through the cards, but again, you get a little wallet with the cards in these little wallets. And in Hyperstar Run, again, a solo game, one player only, light on rules and big on replayability. So it says you grab the well-worn controller and load your latest save. This is it, the final level with only 4 runs left to escape the Hyperstar base and beat the game. You better get moving. That's all it says. So, and then, so it's interesting. It looks like they almost got like little button icons, almost like a game controller. I didn't get that too. Look right above there. Each of the animals, you can kind of see, looks almost like a game controller button. And then, so this gave me an equipment drop. So I've got, let's see, what's it say about the equipment drop? It says, need a power up? Use these high-tech gadgets to boost your abilities as you make your way through the level. So a little bit of a little expansion for that, expansion content. And then the other one is final bosses. So there's 3 of them. And this says, just when you think you got victory in hand, the screen shakes and you hear the daunting music. It's the final boss fight. So this one, you get, so there's Globy on this side, and then Globato on the other. And then you've got Segta and Segtaran on there. Then Vena, and then Venamax on the other side. So some extras to expand your small game. And what I kind of like about this, I did this with one of my others, is you can actually I like to take the base cards, the 18, slide them under the left side, and then all the expansion content onto the right side. So you got your core game here and then expansion stuff, and it still all fits in this wallet. Makes it very easy to take. All right, so this one, The Last Lighthouse. This takes about 20 minutes, ages 10 and up for one player. At the edge of the horizon, the nightmares begin. You and you alone defend the lighthouse that keeps them at bay. Can you keep this beacon shining until the dawn, or will you succumb to the spreading darkness? So, again, just kind of a look at inside of that one. All right, then I've got Unsurmountable. And this one actually has a whole nother wallet for the expansion collection. So this one says you've climbed all of the mightiest mountains, yet there's one towering titan that always eluded you, the mountain where anything can happen. In the whisper-thin air, the paths twist and shift as you climb, stranding the unprepared and confounding the overconfident. Do you have what it takes to summit this perilous peak? So again, There's 18 cards again. All these have like 18 cards. So, and then again, this one has some additional expansion content. So I think there's a couple different things in here. There's acclimatization, rescue mission, big climb, and dual peaks. So there's like 4 different expansions in there for unsurmountable. All right. And we've got fishing lessons and fish. I'm having a tough time talking today. Really, fishing lessons expansion. Again, 15 minutes, ages 8 and up, 1 player. But in the fishing, it's been a year since Leland Williams passed on as a member of his family, going out on solo fishing trip. Apply Leland's lesson to have a great day on the lake. So you get to go out and see. Can you get these fish? Time to go fishing. And then the expansion collection for this has Leland's tackle box, weather, family friends, and fabled fish. So again, very easy to take. I think might take a few of these because they don't take a long time, and especially like if I'm sitting on an airplane. I don't know how well to work on a plane. I was playing Casinopolis the other day, and it took up more space than a airplane tray. But some of these maybe if they don't sprawl out, then maybe I can do that. I'll have to test some of these before I leave. All right, Ugly Griffin in with the expansion collection. Yeah, this is the last one. This is ages 8 and up, 20 minutes, again, 1 player. So you own the only inn within 100 miles of the questionably prestigious Ugly Griffin Inn. Your patrons are rowdy and rude, but they are the only ones around. In order to keep the debt collectors at bay, you must manage some painfully peculiar patrons. So I'm already having a tongue-tied day, and they end the sentence with painfully peculiar patrons. I picked the wrong day to do this. Woo! All right, so let's see what's in the expanded content as well. So we have more patrons. We have local dragons, employees, guest house, the little beak guest house, I guess is what it's called. So there's just a kind of a example of one of the cards. The scullery maid. All right, so that's it. If you're interested, these things are very small. Look at that. I mean, I'm holding what did I say? 6 games in my hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and they're expansions. All in my little fingers. Again, great for if you commute, if you work and you take a lunch break or something. You can pull one of these out, play something on a break or on a lunch break. If gives you the opportunity to play a game during the day. They don't take that long. And then this was in there. Looks like Scott Almes has a new game coming out, a new solo game from Button Shy called Lands of Amazement. And it's coming to Kickstarter soon, it says on the card, which was included. So if you're interested in these and you follow Scott Almes or Button Shy, be sure to check out the Kickstarter coming soon for Lands of Amazement. All right, well, that's it. Again, I do ask that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you'll never miss new content. And I hope you enjoyed this expanded edition of Mailbag. I kind of got off track and unboxed everything. Oh, all right. Have a great day. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you soon at the table.